Facts. We made a mistake trying to look out for others. I'm not gonna lie, it's because y'all have such a big heart and y'all such a humble people. It's like, and people take advantage of that. You be hearing people say, oh, African Americans bullied me when I came to the United States and I hate them and this, that, and the third. But them same people will never say African Americans always threw in my face the facts that the rights that I enjoy in the United States is thanks to them. You'll never hear African Americans do that. You'll never hear African Americans pull the receipts and say all these things I did and you benefit from it, right? Like scholarships. You should be thanking me. You never hear African Americans do that. But white Americans definitely do that. At every opportunity, white Americans say, if you're in my country and you enjoy certain rights here, it's because of me. And they do it every single day. Right? So, I say, thank you. And I appreciate, the hard work of your people. And because the work that your ancestors did is the reason why I'm able to, and other people like me are able to enjoy the rights in this country that we do. Thank you.
Wagwan, welcome back to my YouTube space. I hope you are doing okay wherever you are. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being on my YouTube space. And before I start this video, I want to say this. Black community, let's have what we call black unity. Let's unite. Let's support each other. That's all I can say. Now, in this video, there is an Afro-Caribbean guy or a Haitian man. I think he's from Haiti or Jamaica, from Haiti. He has a message for African Americans. A message and deep message for Black Americans. And I have watched that video and I said, let me share so that everyone can get this message, because the platform he shared, maybe you have not accessed it, but I want to share it with you. It is a good message for African Americans or Black Americans at large. I want to say this. Black Americans are good people. All the stereotypes we have been sold, they have sold to us these stereotypes about Black Americans or African Americans. Not all of them are good, are correct, because a problem, or if one Black American or two Black Americans have done something bad, does not mean the whole community of Black Americans are bad people. Okay? And vice versa is true. If African has done something bad, one, or a Caribbean has done something bad, not all of them are bad. A lot of Black Americans, like 90% who I have come across them, they are super nice. They are super nice. 90% of Jamaicans I have come across, they are super nice. And this message or narrative we have in our head that Black Americans are like this, they're like this, ain't good. Now, before we dive deep into this video, I want you to watch this clip and then we come back here.
This is a message to African Americans. Just to give some background on myself, my parents are from Haiti. I grew up amongst African Americans, Haitians, Jamaicans, and down here in South Florida. And I noticed something. Y'all the most loving people. What I mean by that is y'all accept everybody. Y'all accept everybody, bro. It seems like a lot of people outside of the African American community usually take the worst example of people, because, there's bad people in every culture. But it seems like people outside the African American community, like from Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, take the worst example and say and make them like the poster boy for your people. And I want to say I'm sorry for that, because I know that I'm a son of somebody that's out from outside the United States, and I want to say I'm sorry for that, because I seen this TikTok of this Latina woman saying that African Americans do not have the right to speak against colorism or racism that's within the Latino community, specifically against Dominicans, when they say they're not black. And I was just thinking about that thing. I said, a lot of them, when they enjoy the civil rights that they enjoy in the United States, right? When they enjoy the 14th Amendment, the 14th Amendment makes it that anybody that's born in the United States, right? That's let's say is a U.S. citizen, right? All of that came because of African Americans, especially the 14th Amendment. Because After the Civil War, all the former slaves became citizens and they enacted the 14th Amendment. So you got all these different groups of people, especially Latinos, right? And you got all these different peoples that were reaping the benefits of the hard work that your ancestors did, and you see them turning around and critiquing and talking down to African Americans. That don't sit well with me. That don't sit well with me. So I urge you, like, if you African American, you young, you got to study your people's history. African American people do have a culture. Don't let people lie to you, because the same people that's critiquing you and talking bad to you is the same people that's copying you. It's the same people that want to speak like you. It's the same people that get amongst you and copy your fashion trends. It's the same people that reap your benefits, like the 14th Amendment and the civil rights. A lot of the rights that people got because of the civil rights, that your ancestors fought for, man. So that's all I wanted to get off my chest, because that shit really bothered me. I seen this lady talking down, saying African Americans have colorism. When people bring up African Americans, some African Americans, of course, be upset and say, "Oh, don't associate me with that." And I said, "Listen, lady, I'm thinking about that." I said, the rights you enjoy in the United States is because of these people. So what makes you think you have the right to tell them what to do? A lot of people be associating racism and hate and discrimination with so-called white people in the United States, but you got to look at it and think about it like this. When people think of American culture, it's the culture of people and Americans. African American culture is equally American culture to its roots. So when they're speaking down against you, they're speaking against true Americans, people that founded this country. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you so much. This is the guy, and this is the message to African Americans. You are good people, and some people are using your goodness to create stories out here. Another thing, for a black American to survive in America is not does not come on a silver plate. Listen to this.
The post here, for all of my Caribbean people, the people that will migrate from any other country and come to the United States, please, me a beg you kindly, stop post and portray to other people where they in them home country like say America a better rose. America is not a better rose. Sometimes you got your bed and you want bed and can't even be there for little on the ground the way you're tired. You can't walk and beg your neighbor nothing or go pick off nothing off of them trees else your ass got jail. Yeah, I tell you, America are one of the toughest places them ever. Not saying it's not full of opportunities. It is. Because I made use of my opportunities when I migrated to America in 2012. One of the best decisions I have ever made. But me I tell you, America is not all candle, butterfly, and all of them pretty scented stuff there. It's tough out here. Tough.
America is hard. And black Americans are doing everything to survive in this hardness. Black Americans are going to the extent to survive here. Now, before I continue, I want you to listen to this video too. It speaks, it's a supportive videos to these clips that I have just played, and then we come back again and talk about it.
I don't give a damn what y'all say about my people. At the end of the day, y'all love our culture. Y'all love it. Everyone loves our culture. Whether you want to give us our credit or not, that is your prerogative. But you love it. And I am just here to make sure and show y'all that we do have a way of representing. We have a culture and you love it. Okay? You ain't got to admit it. You ain't got to admit it. But we see it. We see it.
I'm seeing way too much fighting between Jamaicans and Black Americans. I don't like it, and it's time for us to have a family meeting, so get in here and let's talk about it. So ever since the Olympics has jumped off and Kamala Harris's running for president has jumped off, there has been a weird infighting between Black Americans and Jamaicans all over social media. And it hurts me to see because I think this is what we're all missing. Black people fighting across the diaspora is exactly what colonialism wanted to achieve. Are we not seeing the plan? Like, if we can divide Black people, whether you're Black from the Caribbean, whether you're Black from America, whether you're Black from Africa, whether you're Black from the UK, whether you're Black from Brazil, which also, by the way, has one of the largest Black populations in the world, if we can separate them, then we can gain more control. So I feel like we're missing the plot. Also, haven't we all been enjoying each other's culture for the last 20, 30, 40, however many years? Like, didn't Black Americans and Jamaicans come together and make hip hop? They did. Don't we love each other's food? We do. Because I see y'all in the patty shop. I'm Jamaican. I was born and raised there till 7, and I've been raised in the US the rest of the time among Black people. So I am definitely coming for the potato salad. I'm definitely coming for the greens, beans, tomatoes, all that, okay? Like, and I see y'all sliding again to the oxtail, and I see you getting the jerk chicken, and I love to see that. Like, why can't we keep it right there? Because if we start picking apart differences, stereotypes, unfairnesses, we're not taking the higher view and realizing that we didn't start that. Right? That's a program that was installed to separate people from coming together and realizing their collective power. Melanated people are amazing people. I'm not saying anyone else isn't, but I'm saying if you understood the power of that, we wouldn't entertain this. I actually went to something once by Dr. Laila Africa, rest in peace, called a melanin conference, and it was for 8 hours of scientific research as to why melanin is one of the most powerful chemical substances on the fucking planet, and we have it in abundance. Not just in our skin, we have more melanin in our eyes, our ears, you name it, than a lot of people, and that enables us to do a lot of great things. We should be focusing on that. We should be listening to each other's music. We should be influencing each other's fashion. We should be acknowledging that that's already happening because the diaspora will influence one another. All that negative shit, that's program. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And especially right now, let's not do that. In these times, and I'm not going to go in too deep on politics and all of the, right? Like, we all need to be rooting for each other. We all need to be trying to understand each other. We all need to put aside our individual biases. And I will say, here's how it goes both ways. Black Americans, it sucks to feel like there's a club that you can't get into. And sometimes people across the diaspora feel that way. And so there's a way that if you can soften the blow, that would be one olive branch. People across the diaspora, though, come down off the high horse if you're on one, because neither are you different nor better than your Black American brothers and sisters, and we need to stop that notion too. Even if you are getting more privileges, that doesn't mean you're better. Again, that's systematic separation. So if we can all do that little bit of stretching and raise the olive branch towards one another, then we can get this thing right and actually do what we're supposed to do. So all I'm saying is don't fall for the tricks. Don't fall for the tricks. Let's love each other, okay? Just saying. And as always, Auntie loves you.
Why is nobody else protesting with us? We're not the only immigrants. Latinos are not the only immigrants. There's Europeans, there's from Africa, there's from Asia, there's from all over. Where are you guys at? Why are your people not standing with us? I know you don't want to call it upon you guys, but why are we alone in this? Go look at the videos of the protests that are going on. We are fucking alone. It's all brown-skinned people. Where are all the other races? You guys post all these fucking videos about it, but you guys ain't doing nothing with us. Where are you guys? Why are we alone? We support everything when it comes to you guys. We are always there for you. And this is why we Latinos are just different. We're different in everything. We're different the way we work. We're different with our morals. We're just different. I think this is why we're so hated. Because nobody will ever be like us. Because we're always there when people need us. But look at right now. We're so fucking alone.
If y'all are the best and this is why y'all are so hated, and I saw another Mexican guy saying, why would we call on the blacks when blacks don't even stick up for each other? They can't even stick together. why do y'all need help from anybody else? Why do y'all need help from even the other immigrants? Y'all got it, right? And you know, this is so funny because I remember the discourse that I was having over the summer with the because this Latino man said that he thought I was Dominican. He said, "You're so exotic, you look Dominicana." And I literally said, "This is why you don't tell a black woman that she looks Dominican." And I was saying that to say, you're basically saying I'm only as pretty as you think I am because I look like I'm not American. It could have been any other race or nationality that he said. And I got trashed. And they continuously, when I would point out pictures of darker complected Dominicans, they would say, "No, that's a Haitian." Y'all don't even check the racism in y'all's own communities. Y'all don't check the colorism in y'all's own communities, but y'all want Africans and Haitians and y'all want black Americans to stand in solidarity with. Anyways, what y'all having for dinner? Spread love is the Brooklyn way. This ain't no love lost to anybody, but why do they keep calling it? Maybe you should be upset at the Latin community that voted against. Anyways, bye.
Welcome back. They have spoken some things that are 100%, and it takes a bold decision for a Jamaican to accept that a black American is a good guy. It takes a boldness for an Afro-Caribbean to support. It takes boldness for an African to accept and support, because there's a number of things you have been told out here about black Americans, and they ain't good. It's just stereotypes and narrative that we have been told so that we can continue to create this enmity between two of us. Now, a video this guy is talking about, Latino said that black Americans are talking about they are colorism, or have this colorism between them, you know, and etc., etc. There's even a Latino here saying that black Americans are not supporting them, and while they were supporting black Americans. But a number of years, black Americans have been fighting for everyone, you know, for the wellness of Africans in diaspora, Jamaicans, you know, Latinos, etc., etc. And those who are saying that black Americans are not good people, maybe they just don't know the history, or they are buying so much the history or the narrative that we have been told, or they are the allies of the white system, you know. So for a Latino to say that black people are not supportive is something that is shocking, because black people have been supporting all along. The education, quality education maybe they are getting, and health system, voting rights and everything, the freedom they are getting, it's because of the back of black people. Even as Africans, we do not have any reason to say black Americans are bad people, because maybe only one person has done something bad towards Africans. We cannot go on and condemn the whole community. We can't go on and fight the whole African community because some few Africans have said something bad towards black Americans or towards Jamaicans. We cannot go on and condemn all Afro-Caribbean community simply because one Jamaican or one Haitian or a Dominican Republican has done something bad or has said something bad against the black community. So what we need to do for us to make decisions as black community, because black community is so large. African black community, black Americans black community, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos. We have a huge family. Before we alter a word, we need to think twice. Did this going to affect our unity? Did he really say it? We need to think who is the baseline of this story, because some stories we only jump in, we only condemn, and we call each one words, bad words, but it came from maybe the other group that want to see us fighting. African Americans, the ancestors of African Americans have built America. No one is doubting that. Even Donald Trump, one of his videos, he said that. And one thing he said that I was surprised, he said that now black Americans, you are starting to eat the fruits of what you build in America. So that means it's true that black Americans have been suffering. Black Americans have been going through a lot, and they build this nation so that we as other black community can at least go on well without racism, just walk without any police harassment, just be in white premises without any something bad, But we don't get it. We don't get it because we don't know your history. And that's why I call upon other black community not to judge any black person without knowing very well what is the reason of this, the history, and everything. I have seen videos circulating here, black Americans and South Africans into wrangles, and I don't like it because it is just splitting us more and more, and it's something that it's affecting our unity, and some people somewhere are just sitting down and watching us fighting. They are happy because this is what they want. They created this. They have created this because we cannot be fighting who has the best culture. We cannot be fighting who has the best music culture, best food culture. At the end of the day, all of us are oppressed. For example, South Africans and Black Americans, all of us have gone through oppression, and we have been oppressed by the same person. We have been oppressed by the same oppressor. South Africans right now are still going through hardship of colonization. So we have better things to talk about. Let's complain that Black Americans are not supporting Africa in terms of rejuvenating ourselves or liberating ourselves. Let's complain that Africans are not supporting Black Americans, their allies. That will be a good debate. But the debate that, this black community, we are good in reggae. We know. Yeah, it is true. Black Americans have their culture. They have culture. And we as Africans, we have borrowed your culture. And we used to borrow your culture, or we used to do like you do. We used to talk like you talk. Like, what are you saying? I'm going to school, man. And we were finding it cool. Like we used to dap when we walk. We dap like this. When we walk, it was cool. And it all started from African Americans. We used to do like yo, 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 because we loved what Black Americans were doing. So I wonder why sometimes we fight each other who has the best culture, but all of us, we borrow culture from each other. You borrow culture from Africans, Africans borrow from Jamaicans, Jamaicans borrow from you, and the circle go on and on. So I don't see any reason of judging the whole community of Black Americans because there is one bad potato. Or potato. There is no reason of judging all Africans because there is one potato, one bad potato. Now, there's a Black American some days. So I don't know if it was really a Black American or a whitey pretending or an African. He emailed me and called me names. You people, you live off us. Maybe I did a video that was bad to him. Maybe he didn't like my video that I did that episode. He went ahead calling all community names that you Africans, man. That man too, we copied from African Americans. The language of Africans was just, like clean, like it was on a baseline. We were talking, where are you going? Are you going to the market? Yeah, it was just like that. But we copied, we're going farm, you going to the market farm. So we are copying each other culture. And we love the Black Americans' culture. We love your culture. I understand. Some Black Americans do not believe in Africans. Some Black Americans, they see Africans as with one eye. And some Africans too, they see Black Americans with one eye. Some Caribbeans too. But at the end of the day, Black people, the more we fight, the more we create these cracks. The more we create cracks, the more our tempo is likely to fall. And the more our tempo is likely to fall, the more we divide. So I think the message of this Haitian man is home, and we all Africans and Africans Americans and Caribbeans, we need to hear this. And in between us, we cannot be envy, jealousy between us. We had same oppressor, Jamaicans had same oppressor, or Caribbeans had same oppressor with Black Americans, with Africans, because those who colonized Africa are the ones who are waiting on the other side, waiting the slave boats. Those who colonized Africa are the ones who made Jamaicans to work in sugarcane farms, who made Black Americans to work in cotton farms. Same oppressor. This message is home. Tell me what you think. Until next episode, peace out.